State Nigeria, the land of opportunities, peopled by good people, blessed with serene environment, good farmlands and mineral resources. Our possession needs protection. Let's block exploiters and stop illegal mining. This message is from Ogun State Ministry of Commerce and Industry.
Welcome back. It's still the Monday edition of New Dawn, and at this point in time we have our first guest in the house here, and we shall be looking at perhaps cultural integration between Nigeria here and the Nigerians in diaspora, and we also look at some other issues. On the program this morning, you'll be surprised to have the Ashwaju Egba in Manchester on the program this morning, and we'll look at other sundry issues when you're talking about the experience of Nigerians in the diaspora and how many of them have been actually pushing and equally making their part over there. So our guest in the house today is also a prince. He's a prince, Prince Sanjo Olurebi. Good morning. It's good to see you, Ashwaju.
Good to see you, Kayode. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine. I want to believe that since you are Ashwaju Egba in Manchester, you speak Egba in Manchester.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. By the time you and Ola get to engage yourself, you'll probably do a little bit of that this morning.
Yeah.
Good to have you here.
Good to have you. Good morning, Ola. How are you?
Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hey, Yowale. What do I mo fẹ́ lo òwe yẹn àmọ́ bóyá kí n tiẹ̀ ẹ̀yẹ́ kí n ṣètọ́jú ẹ̀. Àlejò wa lórí ètò yìí ní òwúrọ̀ yìí láti ìlú Manchester ní ilẹ̀ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ní United Kingdom lọ́hùn ni a ti gbà wọ́n lálejò. Àwọn ni ọmọọba Sanjo Olurebi. Orúkọ ẹ̀ ó jẹ́ orúkọ kan tí àwa mọ̀ ní kékeré tí wọ́n bá ń kí bàbá yà ní Olurebi Olùkìtìbí ọ̀rá tí rámù lẹ́sẹ̀ bí àmàlà. Sanjo Prince Sanjo Olurebi tí wọ́n jẹ́ aṣíwájú Ẹ̀gbá ní ìlú òyìnbó nílẹ̀ Manchester ní ìlú òyìnbó nílẹ̀ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì lọ́hùn. Ó tí a sì fẹ́ gbéyẹ̀wò náà ó pín sí bí oríṣi méjì àbí mẹ́ta. Ìbáṣepọ̀ wo ló wà láàrin àwa àti ìlú yẹn, ìyẹn kíní. Ìkejì, láti jẹ́ ọmọ ọba níbí wá lọ jẹ́ aṣíwájú lọ́hùn, àsopọ̀ wo ló so wọ́n pọ̀, ìyẹn ìbéèrè míì náà tún ní pé tá a bá wò ó kí ni wọ́n ń ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Ẹ̀gbá tó wà ní Manchester láti ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún Ẹ̀gbá ní kọ̀ọ̀kan fún ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn torí ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ni wọ́n níbí. Àwọn ọmọ wa tó wà lọ́hùn kí ni ìṣesí wọn torí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ Ẹ̀gbá ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ló ti lọ sókè òkun tí kì í wálé, àwọn kan ò wálé mọ́. Kí ló máa ń sábà fà ní ọ̀pọ̀ ọgbà? Ṣé olóògùn kan tí wọ́n ń fún wọn mu tàbí tí wọ́n ń fún wọn jẹ tí kì í jẹ́ kan wálé ni? Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ni a ó tan ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí, àti pé báwo ni ọrọ̀ ajé ilẹ̀ wa báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ dàgbàsókè pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn tí àwọn ti ní nílẹ̀ Manchester. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí n káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí, ètò wa New Dawn ọ̀tún ọjọ́ láti iléeṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn ti ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Aṣíwájú mo kí n káàbọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
Ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀.
Let's just hit the road running now. You're Ashwaju Egba in Manchester. First and foremost, let's just look at the Egba and by extension the Yoruba in Manchester, their relationship with one another and their relationship with their host community there. How will you describe it?
First and foremost, I want to give God the glory for bringing us to where we are today. We give all glory, to Him. Also, I want to say a very big thank you to our father, the royal father, the Alaki of Egbaland, who made it possible to have a platform for the Egba people in Manchester to have a voice. Because without him, you know, I don't know where we'll be by now. I am from the Owu, you know, section of the Egbas, and when I heard of the Egba United Society in Manchester, and I understand that it comprises all sections. And there was a time the Alake of Egba land himself, our father, you know, spoke to us when we were, you know, bringing people together. That look, this society is not for Owu, Ake, Okiono, or whatever. It's Egba. You are all one. You are all Egbas, and you should try as much as possible to bring yourself together. And that word, you know, sticked in my head. That if we have a father who can say, okay, all of you are the children, whether you have a tribal mark or you don't have a tribal mark, you are the same thing. What are we waiting for? So we give thanks to our father for bringing us together so far. And it's been very, very helpful to us. Right now in Manchester, we have a voice. We have a formidable voice. We have people you cannot even think of. People in high offices, in government offices in Manchester who are Egbas. Now we are coming together. We know each other. We do things together. So, you know, it's been very good. It's been very good.
And you have a voice, and this voice you always push to your host community. What has been the situation? Let's also know that aspect.
Yes, it's before now. Everybody does things the way they want. Everybody do things individually. But since the formation of Egba United Society, we have a common voice. There used to be an umbrella body, which is known as the Nigerian Community in Manchester. Okay. Right now, the Egbas are a formidable force in that under that umbrella. So we do things in common. We synthesize our people. We talk to them, and I tell you, almost every Egba people in Manchester wants to come home. They want to come back home. They want to come and invest home. They want to come and do business at home. Some of them have been there for, you know, so many years, including myself. So most of us are prepared to come home and see what we can do. Especially in the last couple of years, you know, a lot of us have come home, come back, and give us the stories of what, you know, our amiable governor here, Senator Bikola Amosun, is doing in Abeokuta, transforming Abeokuta. And I have come down to see it myself. So we are trying to see how we can partner with the state government to consolidate what our governor is doing.
Okay. All right. Ola.
Ọmọọba Sanjo Olurebi, àwọn ni àlejò wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ aṣíwájú Ẹ̀gbá ní orílẹ̀-èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì, ìyẹn ní ìlú Manchester. Kí n kọ́kọ́ béèrè, ọmọọba ṣaṣíwájú kí ni àpapọ̀ ẹ̀?
Ó rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ọmọọba ni mí. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ mo wá láti, bàbá tó bí mi wá láti Òwu, Àgọ́ Òwu, láti ìdílé ọba Lágbèdù ni wọ́n ti bí mi. Ṣùgbọ́n ìyá mi jẹ́ ọmọ Àgọ́ Ọba. Ìyá mi pàápàá fi orúkọ torí Williams, Ṣọlọ́tán Williams, the popular Ṣọlọ́tán Williams Lágọ̀ Ọba ń bí ni ìyá mi. So I am an Egba man true. So bẹ́ẹ̀ni, and ti aṣíwájú nígbà tí àwọn èèyàn wa kóra wa jọ ní Manchester, lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ màá fi ọpẹ́ fún Chief Olúṣèyẹ àti gbogbo àwọn Ẹ̀gbá tó wà ní London, nítorí àwọn náà bí wa sí Manchester, kì í ṣe papọ̀ déédéé bí ara wa. Ẹgbẹ́ Ẹ̀gbá ti wà ní London for a very long time. ṣùgbọ́n Manchester ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ò fojú sí Manchester rárá bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí náà pàápàá bá fẹ́ wá sílùú òyìnbó ń sìn London lẹ́ẹ̀ máa lẹ́ ń lọ ṣùgbọ́n ibì kan wà tó tún ju London lọ ìyẹn ni ibẹ̀ yẹn ni Manchester ibi táwa wà àti wà ń bẹ̀ ń sìn ó ṣe díẹ̀ so nígbà tí wọ́n wò pé àwọn ọmọ Ẹ̀gbá ń pọ̀ ní Manchester ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ fi ẹgbẹ́ yìí lọ́lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àṣẹ bàbá wa kábíyèsí Aláké ti ilẹ̀ Ẹ̀gbá wọ́n dẹ̀ wá wọ́n wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n fi wá lélẹ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n fi wá lélẹ̀ ní nǹkan bí ọdún méjì sẹ́yìn sìn bàbá wa wá síbẹ̀ wọ́n wá ṣe gbogbo ètò yẹn fún wa nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ oyè dé àwọn tí ó máa ṣalákòóso yín o tí wọ́n máa ṣalákòóso ìlú Ẹ̀gbá ní Manchester torí ìlú kan nìyẹn sí ìlú Ẹ̀gbá wa ń bí níbi tá a ti ṣẹ̀ wá irú oyè báyìí ló tọ́ sí lágbájá ló tọ́ sí lágbájá ni wọ́n á wò pé ìwọ ọmọọba tó ń ṣe akitiyan tó báyìí o aṣíwájú ni a máa fi ẹ́ ṣe mo lè tún pẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìkan nínú àwọn ènìyàn wa ní Manchester tó ṣe takuntakun torí òun pàápàá ló mú ọ̀rọ̀ olóyè yìí dé olóyè Ọlájídé Adéṣínà èèyàn takuntakun ni kọ́lọ́n kó jọ̀wọ́ kó túbọ̀ ràn gbogbo wa lọ́wọ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ aṣíwájú àti ti ọmọ ọba bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni wọ́n.
ẹ ṣe púpọ̀ bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ páyé ta ní yìí ò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ṣùgbọ́n a dọ́gbọ́n láti lè rí i pé ó gba ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn àlàyé jáde ńbẹ̀. Manchester lẹ́yìn wa
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
àwa wà lẹ́gbàá
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
àwa nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
kò dẹ̀ sí báyìí fẹ́ ṣe wọ́n ní odò tó bá gbàgbé orírun odò yẹn ò ní pẹ́ gbẹ.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
kí lẹ àwọn nǹkan tí ẹ ń ṣe ẹ ti rí bẹ́gbàá ṣe rí báyìí ẹ ti rí bí ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ṣe rí gómìnà òṣìṣẹ́ lẹ́gbàá nìkan tẹ bá lọ káàkiri ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ẹ rí i pé kò síbi tí ọlọ́jà irin Ṣàngó Òde.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
kí ni àwọn ohun tí ẹ fẹ́ ṣe láti jẹ́ bí àtìlẹ́yìn tó lè mórí irú àwa tá a wà lé torí àwa là ń dilé mú
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
tó lè mórí wa wú
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
láti lè rí i pé aláwọn èèyàn lọ́hùn yẹn tí wọn ò gbàgbé lé.
ohun tí a lè ṣe àti ohun tá a fẹ́ ṣe ó pọ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ mo tún dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà wa torí iṣẹ́ takuntakun ni wọ́n ń ṣe kì í ṣe nílùú Ẹ̀gbá nìkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ mo ti dé Ìjẹ̀bú mo ti dé Ìlaró mo rí oríṣiríṣi ohun mèremère tí wọ́n ti ṣe nínú ìlú yìí Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ bá wa fún gómìnà wa ní okun àtagbára láti lè parí iṣẹ́ yìí. ohun táwa fẹ́ ṣe tó ń wà lọ́kàn ni wípé àwa náà ò fẹ́ gbẹ̀yìn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú wa ní nílùú òyìnbó lápapọ̀ a fẹ́ wá sílé ọ̀nà méjì ló pín sí àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá sílé tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá ṣiṣẹ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá kín ìjọba lẹ́yìn wípé tán bá ní gbégbégbé kó ní kálukú gbé tiẹ̀ ní ohun tó ní kálukú bá lè ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ń ṣiṣẹ́ nílùú òyìnbó à ń contribute sí economy wọn lọ́hùn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ti kàwé a dẹ̀ ń bájọba ṣiṣẹ́ a dẹ̀ mọ bó ṣe rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa fẹ́ wá sílé láti wá bá ìjọba ṣe iṣẹ́ pọ̀ láti wá ran ìjọba gómìnà wa lọ́wọ́ ọ̀nà kejì ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa pàápàá tó lówó lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá dá ilé iṣẹ́ sílẹ̀ ní Manchester wọ́n fẹ́ bá a dòwò pọ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ mú investment wọn látọ̀hún wọ́n fẹ́ kó wá síbí nígbà tó bá gbé wá síbí àwọn èèyàn wa níbí wọ́n á ríṣẹ́ ṣe bó jẹ́ mo kàn fi ṣe àkàyé bó jẹ́ ilé iṣẹ́ omi tá a mu lèèyàn dá sílẹ̀ èèyàn méjì mẹ́ta nínú àmà ṣiṣẹ́ á mú àwọn ènìyàn tí ò ríṣẹ́ ṣe kúrò lórí ní àárín ìgboro ara àwọn nǹkan tá a wò tá a fi wálé nìyẹn wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká wálé ká wá wo ohun tá a lè ṣe mò ń fi àsìkò yìí mo tún fi ń dúpẹ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí lọ́wọ́ gómìnà wa torí pé nígbà tí mo dé Abẹ́òkúta tí mo dé Ìjẹ̀bú orí mi pàápàá wú kí là ń jókòó ṣe nílùú òyìnbó kò sí tí ilé wa bá dára kò sẹ́ni tó máa lọ sájò à lọ sájò à lọ sinmi à padà wálé ni so ọ̀nà méjì tí a gbèrò ohun tó jẹ́ kí a wálé nìyẹn pé ká wá wo ohun tá a lè ṣe ohun tá a fi lè ran ìjọba lọ́wọ́ a lot of us are open ready to work with the government.
Well, that's quite encouraging that you have some of your friends, colleagues, and other people out there that want to come home.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't want to sound cynical here, but I know that occasionally when you have some of these bintos, let me use the word bintos, not to really in any way insultive or something.
Yeah.
Fine. Now, when some of them come around, they find themselves involved in one or two things, maybe because they are not used to how we run it these days here. In another moment, you just see them disappear. I'm very sure that since you have now coming home, you have been coming, I want to believe you have been coming and going. Are you solidly comfortable with what you have been seeing in order to confidently say, yes, let's go there and invest?
Thank you very much. If you don't do it, if you don't arrange your house, if you don't take care of your house, who is going to do it for you? Nobody. A lot of people that comes home try their hands on one thing or the other, just like you've said, Kayode, and goes back, is because of the experiences they had. But right now, there is a conducive environment here. There is a conducive environment on ground, whereby when you come home, you meet people. And like I said, I am looking at the opportunity as the leader of the Egbas in Manchester to meet our governor and table, our aspirations, what we intend to do, what we intend to achieve, to him. And that's why a lot of us join political parties in Manchester. You won't believe it.
Oh, okay.
A lot of us are actively, political. We campaign vigorously for APC. We campaign vigorously for individual. We campaign vigorously for our governor. And Governor Papa Mopa Manchester,
Right.
he knows very well that we are there. We are on ground. But my appeal is that let us look at other areas like Manchester. Manchester is a fertile ground. There are a lot of Nigerians. There are a lot of opportunities in Manchester. And that's why I have been sent home. Because a lot of people think London. There is nothing money in London. I relocated from London to Manchester about 15 years ago. And ever since I've been in Manchester, I've not looked back. So I tell you, we have people who are ready now to work. We have people who are ready to partner with government. We have people who are now ready to come home with their investment and invest. When our KBC came 2 years ago to inaugurate the Egba Society, one of our demands was for him to help us speak with government. Some of us, because of the nature of our people, when they send money home for investment, the money just disappears. But things have changed now. Things have changed. People are coming home. We are not going to stay in the United Kingdom or abroad forever. So, it's very, very important that when we come home like this, that I have come, I have seen what is on ground. I have seen what the government is doing. And in order to consolidate, to assist the government, we have to be on ground. And that is why I'm here.
Okay. You even said in the course of your response that you participated actively in campaigns. And
yeah.
Though I actually had the intention of asking you, were you involved in political? But now that you have said it, what actually guided your choice? Because I would feel that Ashwaju Egba in United Kingdom should be apolitical.
Let me say first and foremost, the Egba United Society is a non-political, non-religious organization.
Okay.
Right. But within the association itself, we have people who have sympathy for parties.
Okay.
Outside the association, I am a member of APC in Manchester.
Okay.
And I have my leader, Dakwayola, a very intelligent, very humble, very unusual human being. who has been leading that chapter, that Manchester chapter, for quite a time now. And, you know, when we come together and evaluate all the political parties and all the individuals that are involved, that are seeking political office, you cannot, you know, shy away from the fact that Senator Ibikunle Amosun is the most credible candidate we have at that time. And that was why all of us took it upon ourselves to support him. We even though some of us cannot vote while in the UK, we send messages home to our people to vote for them. You know, we did rallies, we did campaign, we did jingles, we did all that. And today it pays off, you know.
So certainly with what you have said, you will be one of the people who would possibly want to push through legislation voting by Nigerians in diaspora.
I would have loved that. I remember President Jonathan promised us, one of the first promises he promised when he came, when he was abroad some times ago, that, you know, he will work towards diaspora votes, you know, but that promise never materialized. But I know in the nearest future, you know, it will come to a thing of the past.
Okay. Ola.
Ọmọọba Sanjo Olurebi láti ìlú òyìnbó ní Manchester ní United Kingdom, aṣíwájú Ẹ̀gbá ní Manchester ní United Kingdom ni wọ́n. Ṣé rí àlàyé tí a ń gbìyànjú láti ṣe fúnra wa ẹ̀ fún àwọn wọ̀nba ààyè tó wà. Tẹ́ bá ṣàkíyèsí ẹ rí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀dọ́ àwọn fẹ́ lọ sí ìlú òyìnbó ní eré àti lọ. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lọ́hùn tẹ́ ti dàgbà lẹ́ sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ wálé yìí ẹ rí bí ilé ayé ṣe rí. Kí ni nǹkan tí ẹ lè ṣe láti lè rí pé ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa ò fi ìlú lẹ̀ láti láwọn lọ jagun nílùú onílùú torí kò síbi tó dàbí ilé òun lẹ́yẹ ń ké láti lè rí pé ìlú ìpapà ó dẹrùn. Àwọn ètò wo lẹ ní yàtọ̀ sí pà ń dá lé iṣẹ́ sílẹ̀, àwọn ètò wo lẹ ní lóòrèkóòrè láti máa wá ṣe tó lè máa jẹ́ kí ọkàn àwọn ọ̀dọ́ yìí kọ́kàn wọn máa fà sílé ní gbogbo ìgbà, torí ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà tí a bá lọ sílùú òkèèrè náà bọ̀yìgò bọ̀yìkọ̀mù náà ni torí kì í sí nǹkan kan gbòógì téèyàn ní lọ́kàn láti lọ ṣe.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ ṣe olóòtú. Lóòótọ́ kò sẹ́ni tó máa gbọ́ ìlú òyìnbó tí ò ní fẹ́ rún apá rún ẹsẹ̀ sí láti lọ. Ìlú òyìnbó dára púpọ̀, kò sí rọ́ńbẹ̀. Ìlú òyìnbó dára púpọ̀ nítorí pé nígbà téèyàn bá dé ìlú òyìnbó tó bá mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe, ọ̀pọ̀ ààyè ló gbàyàn, oríṣi àǹfààní dẹ̀ ló wà láti ṣe. Ẹni tí Ọlọ́run bá ṣe tó mọ tó ń ṣe nílùú òyìnbó, bó tiẹ̀ kàwé wàá rí iṣẹ́ kíkọ́, wàá ní one knowledge or the other. Na fún àwọn ọmọ wa tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ, béèyàn ò bá débẹ̀ rí kò ní mọ bó ṣe rí, ṣùgbọ́n tó kí ló ń gbé wọn lọ? Ilé wa bí ilé ṣe rí náà ló ń jẹ́ kéèyàn ó jáde. Ṣùgbọ́n tí ilé bá da, ẹ rí pé kò sẹ́ni tí ó gbèrò àti lọ di ẹ̀yà kejì nílùú mìíràn.
Kó lọ ṣàtìpó
nílùú onílùú, kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ṣe nígbà tí inú ilé wa bá da bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. Lára àwọn ètò tá a fẹ́ ṣe ni wípé lóòrèkóòrè a fẹ́ wá sílé láti máa jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn wa ká máa bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀, ká máa ṣe ìpolongo, ká máa kọ́ wọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan wà nílùú ìta lè ṣe láì jẹ́ pé èèyàn lọ sílùú òyìnbó. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ iṣẹ́. Ìlú wa, ìlú abínibí wa yìí, ó jẹ́ ìlú tó jẹ́ pé oríṣiríṣi ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àǹfààní ló ṣe wà tí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yẹ̀wò.
Tá a fojú sí
rárá. Ṣùgbọ́n mo ń fi àsìkò ibẹ̀ ìjọba lápapọ̀ toró kọjá ntágbára ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ lè ṣe. Iná ni ló máa ṣe okùnfà ìdàgbàsókè. Iná ló ń gbé wa lọ sílùú òyìnbó. Tẹ̀bá rẹ̀ ni tó sọ pé owó lòun lé lọ, iṣẹ́ lòun lé nítorí pé iná wà ń bẹ̀ ni iṣẹ́ ṣe wà. Nítorí pé iná wà ń bẹ̀ lẹ́ṣin lè jókòó láì bẹ̀rù, láì fòyà. tírú iná bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wà ń bí tá a bá ní wákàtí 12 lójúmọ́ iná tó stable, mo mọ ọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ ènìyàn tó fẹ́ wá sílùú yìí. So ilé òun la ti ń kẹ́ṣọ́ ròde. Àwọn ọmọ wa tó ń lọ kún jọ̀wọ́, ìlú òyìnbó kì í ṣe pé ó ṣe pàtàkì náà lọ títí. Tá a bá lè dúró sílùú yìí ká pawọ́pọ̀ kájọ tún lè ṣe. Tí gómìnà wa ò bá máa ṣe àwọn tó ń ṣe táwa ń fojú rí ní gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ yìí, ta ló fẹ́ ṣe? Nígbà tí gbogbo ta bá lọ tán tí gbogbo wa kúrò nílùú, ta ló fẹ́ ṣe? So nídìí èyí mo rọ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ojú inú wo inú ilé. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àǹfààní ló wà nínú ìlú yìí fún wa tí a nídìí láti lọ sókè òkun. Òkè òkun pàápàá ń gbà míì tó bá dégbà kan á súyàn, ṣùgbọ́n ìlú wa kì í sú wa, kò síbi tá a fẹ́ sá lọ. Ìyẹn ló ṣe jẹ́ pé a ti pinnu pé lóòrèkóòrè a máa wá sílé, bóyá ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ni, bóyá àwọn àjọ ni, a máa bá àwọn ọmọ wa sọ̀rọ̀, a dẹ̀ máa fi oríṣiríṣi àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n lè ṣe tó lè jẹ́ kí ọkàn wa balẹ̀ nínú ìlú yìí. Ìjọba ṣe tiẹ̀, àwa èèyàn pàápàá gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe tiwa, torí láìsí èèyàn kò sí ìjọba, láìsí ìjọba kò sí èèyàn. So bí ìjọba ṣe ń gbìyànjú láti jẹ́ kí ìlú kó dẹrùn fún wa, àwa pàápàá gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe tiwa.
ẹ ṣe wọ Káyọ̀dé.
Okay, now from what you have just told us, Egba in Manchester, solid,
very solid.
We also have other Nigerians.
Yeah.
We also have other indigenes from Ogun State in Manchester.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Is there any intention to possibly maybe Egba Forum one side, but this Egba will also join others, Ogun Forum or Nigerians in Manchester, at least to now see how all these beautiful things that we are projecting could equally be extended beyond.
How do you know the funniest thing? When Egba United Society started two years ago, immediately our royal father, the Alaki of Egbaland, came and inaugurated the society. The second week, we had the Ekiti started a society. The third week, the Ijesha started the society. The fourth week, before you know it, the Jebus are beginning to, bring themselves together. It is a good thing. It is a very, very good thing. Very welcome development. And I tell you, all of these associations are under the umbrella of a bigger Nigerian society, a Nigerian community in Manchester, which is headed by one Ade Arugundade, is an Ijesha man, a very, very a strong personality, So we collaborate together.
Okay.
We do things, in common.
But let's look at this relationship between Nigerians and others out there. Some years ago, we do hear stories like whenever we show a green passport at any of the international airports, you'll just be taken to one corner and start frisking you and all of that. Are we having a change of attitude towards Nigerians in the diaspora now?
Absolutely, it's changing. Things are changing very, very fast. A lot of people have seen now that the way to go to Europe is to come clean. Okay. So when you come clean, you have no fear of immigration or fear of custom or whatever. And I tell you, with what we are seeing now, I came out from UK, I came into Nigeria a couple of weeks ago, and it's stress-free. There's no problem at all. So our green passport is our pride. It is our pride. And I tell you, in the nearest future, that green passport will take us to great heights. it is, gone are those days when you flag your green passport, they just put you aside. It doesn't happen anymore. It doesn't happen. Our people are changing. As the culture is changing, as things are changing, we are also changing. So I'm very, very proud to be a Nigerian now.
Okay.
I can flash my passport anywhere.
Okay. So when are we expecting the group in Nigeria here and see some collaborative activity, like you said, with the Ogun State government?
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm here to do. I intend, by the grace of God, to have the opportunity to meet the governor if that opportunity is available. I'm also seeking to meet our father, the Kabiyesi, and extend our invitation, to them. And a group of people from Manchester will be coming very soon at a date, to be agreed when we meet the governor, to see whether we can see him and, tell him what we want to do, or what we are prepared to do, and what he wants us to do.
Oh, okay. All right. I think it's on the basis of what you want to do and what the state will want you to do.
Yeah, exactly.
For the state that we would want to thank you so much for coming on the program this morning.
Thank you.
The great Ashwaju in Egba.
If you permit me, before I go, I want to especially thank the current executive of Egba United Society in Manchester. They are wonderful people. Without them, what we have been able to achieve so far, we will not be able to achieve it. We have one of the very important things, we have created a cooperative society in Manchester to help our people. And it is with the support of these people. I want to thank the Vice President, my second in command, Alaja Bolaji Adigunle, a very wonderful woman. The Secretary of the Society, he was with Kabiyesi a couple of weeks ago, Mr. Lekon Taiwo. And other members I cannot mention here, they are very wonderful people.
I'm very sure they all know that you have extended greetings to them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We thank you so much, at least for not just holding on to what you've been able to achieve down there in the diaspora, but thinking about coming home and also participate in the developmental agenda.
Yeah.
We thank you so much. And
thank you very much, Gary. Thank you.
Extend our greetings to all our friends.
I will. Ola, thank you very much. Thank you.
Anyway,
thank you.
It's been Ashiwaju of Egba in Manchester that we've been having here, Prince Sanjo Olurebi. We thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
Another short break, and as soon as we come back, we take our next guest on this program. Don't go away.
adúpẹ́ fún Allah tó tún ṣọ́ wa tọdún yìí oṣù Ramadan tún ti wọlé dé iléeṣẹ́ OGTv náà ti wà ń kalẹ̀ láti máa mú àwọn ètò lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan lásìkò oṣù alákànlé yìí wá fún yín àwọn ètò bíi ọba oníbuọrẹ Nasfat Afar Nurul Haq Tafsir Al-Quran ìpèsè ìrun Ramadan ṣojú ẹ̀mí oṣù alápọ̀nlé